Oh, fuck. The one slave said, I don't like when you're talking bad about my country. Well, his ideals are the fucking whole point problem with that fucking country. They're on there talking about assholes versus opinions and shit. Yeah, fucking, they're the ones trying to fucking kick people they don't like out of their country. Yep, that's the asshole move as opposed to the opinion move. You little jerk ass son of a bitches, little punk ass pieces of shit. Hey, the Truth Spitter. What's up, Michael Kunkel? Good to see you. Oh, I was just over on a panel where one of them said something about I don't like it when you're talking about my country, as if it's only their country. You know what I mean? Like there's only they get to be, and their kind, only them and their kind get to be in that country. Oh, they all think that there's a problem, Michael Kunkel. There's like a problem with the cops being too brutal, wanting IDs like crack, fucking documenting everyone, fucking taking freedoms by the day. But don't talk bad about my country. My country's good no matter how many times they stomp on my face. I don't care how many of my neighbors they fuck up. My country, red, white, and blue, through and through, no matter how many motherfuckers they fucking kick that shit out of. That's what's up, Michael Kunkel. You know, I'm frankly a little bit tired of the ignorance. Fucking boo fucking who, motherfuckers. God damn. Fucking one of the fucking slaves on the panel says, yeah, everybody's got opinions and it's like they say, everybody's got an opinion and everybody's got an asshole. Yeah, well, when you're fucking calling human beings illegal aliens and trying to kick them out of the public just for not having your fucking stupid documentation, you're a fucking asshole, you fucking piece of shit. Oh, hey, good to see you. Much love. I love you so much. Don't know what to do. Don't know what to do all the time, but I do know that I love you. I was just on a panel where they can get the fuck along all day long on their stupid little panel. I mean, I love the owner of the panel and his woman, but I'm just saying, everybody, all those other fucking citizens on the panel, they can get along all fucking day long talking about nothing, like about stupidity, about the fucking stupidest shit. And then fucking when somebody brings up reality, they're like, oh no, I gotta go. How is North Korea just like the United States of America? How about because there's no fucking freedoms? How about try that one on for a fucking one fucking similarity? How about if you don't fucking love your Führer, then you can be outcasted? How about that one for another similarity? Fuck. How many more fucking similarities do you need? Because you guys motherfucking couldn't give me one fucking thing how North Korea isn't like the United States. They tried to say, in North Korea, people only get to eat 50 grams of food a day. Oh, fuck. How does fucking millions and millions of them live every fucking day then? Fucking ignorant, stupid fuck that just thinks about everything that you're fucking taught about the fucking place without even fucking going to the fucking place. Fuck. Yeah, that's one way to spell citizen, but you're supposed to spell citizen just like citizen, only you just fucking replace the C with a SH. It's, really that simple. You know what I mean? They think they're citizens, but they're really a bunch of citizens. They're like, for 5 years I'll be on the motherfucking internet with these motherfuckers on fucking channels speaking about how brutal the cops are and how fucked up they are taking all of our freedoms and fucking that they believe that they get a right to stomp on us, that cops have fucking like a monopoly on violence, that if they be violent to us it's okay, but if we be violent to them, oh, it's an atrocity. I sit there and talk for 5 years with people about this, but then at the same fucking time, those same fucking people I was talking with are like, don't talk bad about my country. Don't talk bad about my country. Well, motherfucker, your country's a fucking racist, bigot, fucking homophobic shithole, motherfucker, that really doesn't like women except for if you're exploiting them for sex. That's what your fucking country is, motherfucker. Don't talk bad about my country. Listen, if you're waving the flag, the red, white, and blue stars and the bars that's supposed to symbolize freedom, and at the same time you're registering your name, registering the day you were born, registering your car, your guns, your house, and every other property you own, you're not free. You're not fucking free. So what fucking country do you fucking have? Oh, no, it ain't. Don't talk bad about my country. Where's the fucking... Share. Copy. Paste. Bop. Bop. Well, it's a slave nation being ran by a master union. That's what it really is. It's a slave nation of people being ran by a union master. That's what it is. When the master is supposed to serve and protect, the master is really telling the fucking people what the fuck to do. And they're all like, man, this is fucked up, man. They're taking our rights and freedoms. But then at the same time, they're like, when the 4th of July comes around, I better see you with your hand on your heart. Man, look at how that cop fucking violated that person's rights. This is fucked up. And then when the Pledge of Allegiance is being said and the national anthem is being sung, you better not kneel on your knee. Motherfuckers slaving away at fucking indentured servitude where they sign away their fucking time they call it an application, but it's really a contract. Okay. And it's for I'll sign up to work for you if you pay me this much in USD, unless and then they're fucking trying to work these jobs till they can buy themselves a $60,000 truck, and then all of a fucking sudden they fucking have the registration. They have the registration sticker on their license plate and the motherfucking "Don't tread on me" sticker in their window. Like, oh yeah, don't tread on you. You're treading on you, you motherfucker. But we have to. We have to. Well, you don't really have to. You could choose to be more like, you'll be persecuted. You'll be stomped on. You'll be cast out. You'll be pushed aside. You'll be arrested unlawfully, by the way. If you don't buy their registration, their taxes, their fucking fees, pay all their permits, yes, you will be cast the fuck aside. But that's what's called a protest. That's where fucking you purposely fucking don't pay their taxes and don't pay their fees and don't pay their registrations and don't pay their fucking licenses and shit. Stop fucking buying all their garbage during your fucking birthday. It's called a protest. It's supposed to have honor. It's supposed to be, yeah, I know I'm going to get outcasted and shoved aside, maybe stomped on and arrested, but I'm fucking doing it anyway. I'm trying to show my neighbors where to fucking, hey, bro, wake up, stop motherfucking paying all these registration fees, but then at the same time having a little fucking sticker that says, don't tread on me. If you haven't noticed, when you sign the registration form, it says that you must agree to all the terms. So if you agree to all their terms, they can stomp the fuck on you any fucking time they want. And you got the fucking don't tread on me fucking sticker. Well, you agreed to all the fucking terms. So stop fucking putting that don't tread on me bullshit. Is all I'm fucking saying. I'm not fucking like, you don't have to fucking believe what I'm saying, but motherfucker, wake the fuck up. Oh, he said wake up. He must be woke. Woke. No, wake the fuck up. They're taking your rights and your freedoms right from under you, and you're the one signing up for it, but then you say, don't tread on me, and then you fly the fucking little flag that's supposed to simulate freedom, but they're the ones that have the flag on their shoulder when they come and fuck you up in your own home, taking your own fucking guns. There's 4 fucking people that YouTube tells me, or StreamYard says is watching. Thank you for making comments, guys. I told Four Corner fuck you last night. That's probably a given. True Spitter. You know, you're not a bad man, True Spitter, but you're highly misunderstood. You see, Michael Kunkel, I know that you like Donald Trump and I know that you like your country. I love you, bro. Even though I'm kind of like adverse to this type of deal, like just blindly loving a country and everything, I think that you're fucking awesome, funny, smart motherfucking man, dude. Cheers, Corey Steele. Yeah, that's fucking sad, Michael Kunkel. You know, what the thing is that we don't get enough help, you know, like maybe fucking 50 of us should have ran in that motherfucking jail, whether it costs us our own lives, to stomp every fucking buddy that was holding Four Corners unlawfully. That's probably what should have happened, but that's not what happened. So Four Corners thinks nobody helped him. Well, we were all trying to get the word out that he was being unlawfully arrested and held captive in a jail where he wasn't supposed to be, just for holding the camera and speaking words. But no, the United States isn't anything like North Korea. They'll just lock you up for speaking words and holding a camera. But they'll call it, no, you weren't arrested for having a camera and saying words. You were arrested for trespassing and obstruction. Thank you, William L. I hope you're fucking listening, because you always claim to be my friend and there for me, and I know you are. I'm not saying you're not, but thank you fucking to God for fucking listening. Okay, I thank my God for you, for you listening to me. I don't, you know, nothing against your God or anything else, but I do thank my God for your friendship and your listening to what the fuck I'm saying right now, because right now, some of the awesomest motherfuckers I know couldn't stand it and had to go. Yeah, that's exactly right. They're the ones with the fucking jail. They're the ones with the motherfucking badges. They're the ones with the motherfucking legislation. None of them. Oh my God. I can't remember exactly who it is right now that proved that they fucking actually, they actually went and joined the Senate, and they actually actually got elected to be a senator in their state, but no matter how much they tried to fucking change the shit from the top, from as being a senator, they couldn't change any fucking thing. And what the moral of this story is that even if the fucking bastards, like you go and tell a cop that one out of 5 of the cops is trying to look like a good guy, so he's like having a fucking what looks like a consensual conversation with you, and he's like, well, man, you seem to be a good guy. Why don't you have some pretty good views? You're making a lot of sense. Why don't you try to be a senator or something so that you can, make a change, make a real change? It's like, oh yeah, waste like fucking 10 to 20 years of my life campaigning for me, the one that your government agency thinks is a shit ass, to fucking be a senator so I can get some change from the top. And after I waste 20 fucking years of my fucking stupid life trying to be fucking some fucking public citizen shithole fucking public service agent that doesn't help anybody, I can fucking try to make a change because I'm a senator now. Only to find out that me being a senator, they don't give a fuck about me. And if I even bring up change, they're going to ostracize me and fucking kick my fucking ass out of the Senate. True that, motherfucker. What's the matter, you? Hey, good job. Thank you. Thank you for being here again for me, brother. Much love. Always sorry every day for all the things that you have to go through. Jogalasis, I seen you up there, but I was on a rant and on a fucking rave, so I couldn't say hi exactly right off the bat. Good evening, William L. Good to see you. Exactly. Good to see you guys. You have rights. Four Corner called you a colonizer last night. Oh, I bet he did. No, I'm not. I'm the farthest thing from a colonizer. Shit, when I was in jail, I had more Mexican friends than white friends, and I shared my shit with my cellmate, which was my friend Armando. And the whiteys in the jail cell, they said, oh man, that's pretty mighty white of you. And I was like, so, basically it's like, yeah, right. I'm the fucking one always talking about fucking not colonizing shit. But I'm not gonna just believe you that he called me a colonizer. I'd like it if you fucking came up with that clip for me. But yeah, he probably thinks I'm a colonizer because I'm just a whitey or something. I'd rather see him safe and still helping people. That what worries me about Chile's plan. He might not be able to wield the power he hopes when there. Oh yeah, Chile's gonna go on until he's fucking 70 years old, and maybe if he becomes a fucking senator, he's gonna find out that nobody gives a fuck about him in the Senate, and that their agenda matters more than the truth and freedoms and rights and justice and keeping people safe. And we all know that they do everything in the name of safety, but it really doesn't mean safety. Tatum's laws prevail. Exactly. I swear to God, I fucking went on a panel with people I thought was my friends for about 3 fucking years, right? And when this Trump shit came about, like, I don't like fucking any president. I'm a free man. I don't have a president. The president is for the American Union. I was supposed to be a member. I was supposed to be of the American nation. I was supposed to be a free individual of the American nation, someone that retains all rights. I'm supposed to have rights, privileges, and immunities. Okay? Nevertheless. And I'm sitting there with fucking people I'm thinking are my friends for 3 fucking years, fucking talking to them and everything. This fucking Donald Trump shithead comes into fucking their president. He's their president. He's sitting there getting my fucking friends and family to fucking like the fact that some people don't belong in our public. So those some people can legally be rounded up and caged in fucking detention camps until they can fucking find out what they're going to do with them. Oh, I know. What the fuck's up with that? I swear to God, fucking, we were supposed to be in a 1A community. We were supposed to be fighting for rights and freedoms. And then fucking like over half of the motherfucking 1A community believes in segregation. Over half of the 1A community believes in fucking that people can be illegal aliens, therefore alienating an entire group of people. When their group is done being alienated, your group is next, and they don't even get it. Half or over half of the fucking 1A community, the people who are fighting for rights and freedoms, love Donald Trump and his illegal immigration policy. They want all of these people to be cleansed from their nation. What up with loving any of these politicians from platinum spoon families? Exactly. The Constitution is not constitutional rights. Those are human rights enumerated in the Constitution. The Constitution is articles which are supposed to show the public service agents how to operate the country for our favor, for the sole benefit of we the people. And then the other part of the Constitution is the Bill of Rights, which are based on human rights, which all humans have, not just Americans. All fucking humans. You can be born in Antarctica, and when you come to the United States is supposed to uphold these rights. But the fucking politicians got fucking maybe more than half of the country believing that fucking Mexicans and Hondurans and Brazilians don't belong in our country. You're from Venezuela, you must be a criminal in a gang. Look, he's got a tattoo. That's what the fucking majority of the stupid ass United States of America fucking is believing right now. They wonder why the fuck their rights are getting trampled, because they're fucking fully above. They're fully about trampling rights. They don't even know fucking human rights. They're like, the Constitution, the Constitution. It's like, those are not all the rights we have, motherfuckers. Exactly. Yeah, for the majority, the rights to get their fucking, the rights. Sorry, my dyslexia is acting up, jugglasses. Yes, for the majority of the rich, they get their rights. But just like fucking San Joaquin Valley showcased the video today, I believe it was today or yesterday, where some council member from some city, his son evidently got in a car accident and went home. So the cops had to come to his house and try to find him so they could write a report about the accident. So fucking the councilman was like, don't show up in my fucking house just acting like you're some fucking FBI agent. All you got for me is an investigation. What is this about? And then the cops are like, don't walk up on me. Don't walk up on me. So even though he was a rich councilman on the side of the government, he got shit canned. Shortly after, he was forced to resign from his councilman position so that they could have the good ones that violate rights be in that position instead of somebody who would stand up for them and their son's rights. You see what I'm saying? So it didn't matter how rich that motherfucker was. Shit, when the cops pulled up to that motherfucker councilman's house, you best believe it didn't look nothing like my fucking house. There was a yard that went from the street all the way to the front door. My house might have fit on that front yard. You know what I mean? And then he even had a house and a whole backyard. Fucking rock retaining walls and shit. Fucking fancy rock, too. I'm not just saying get some fucking granite out of the desert in raw form and then make a retaining wall out of it. No, this shit was like fucking white slate. You know? It was like fucking... I don't know what the fuck. This shit was fancy as fuck. That councilman had a rich ass fucking house. Shit. Not my mama or my daddy ever afforded a house that fucking fancy. Fuck. Not even my grandpa. So what the fuck? My grandma definitely wasn't going to have a house that rich because back in my grandpa and grandma's times, the grandma, she couldn't even have no rights other than to be a good ass woman in the kitchen and all her shit. Her money was his money. That's what our grandparents got back in the 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. Shit, my grandma better be my grandma. Otherwise, she ain't got no foot to say about nothing. Better get your ass in that kitchen and make us some pancakes, motherfucker. That's where the woman belongs, motherfucker. That's what our grandparents were forced to believe. That was the freedom our grandparents, our grandmas had. No, our grandmas often didn't have a checkbook. No. Our grandmas didn't often have no man. They got married. They made sure that they got married so that the man could take care of them. And not because they needed a man to take care of them, but because that's the way the societal structure fucking made sure. A fucking woman with a pocketbook and a paycheck? She better be working for the fucking phone service or something, you know. She better be a nurse somewhere and don't fucking announce your paycheck. Not in 1950, not in 1940. Don't announce that your fucking womanly paycheck. You don't got no fucking freedoms. Proof that they will throw anyone under the bus. Is that what it says? There's a dollar sign thing in front of the fucking. I remember back in the day when I was a kid in the 80s, when I was first starting school, the dollar sign was different from the cent sign, you know? And there was a difference between the dollar sign with one bar through it rather than the dollar sign with two bars through it, you know? And nowadays, everybody just uses the dollar sign with the one bar through it, whether they're talking about cents, fucking dollars, or fucking thousands. You know, it's funny. It's funny. The world's a fucked up place. I remember back when I was a kid, I got taught in cursive writing and reading. And nowadays, they don't get taught in cursive writing and reading. So that's just proof how weird the shit is. The homeless are next. Watch. They'll say the Bill of Rights don't apply if you have no property. More than likely, yeah. Exactly. They tricked us all, what's the matter you, because they say that we have to pay taxes for our homes. But our true home is right here. Like you're looking at my true home. Somewhere inside me, a soul fucking makes all this stupid shit fucking exist. This is my true home. This is what they're really trying to tax. This flesh right here is what they're really trying to tax. Okay? So they start off with getting you to tax this thing and then tax that thing and then tax this. You know, you think John Felix is fucking joking when he says next they'll be taxing you for walking, that you'll have to need a license to walk down the street? Shit, try your fucking 1980 fucking or 18 fucking 60s. Try 1858. 1858, if you were a black person, you needed a slave permit and a slave ID just to be caught off the plantation. Now what? What? So we progressed from slavery just to fucking be telling fucking Hondurans that they can't fucking be in the public without having a slave ID? Is that where we're really fucking at in 2025? Oh, I sound like a liberal. Man, you have rights. You sound like a Democrat. It's like, no, fuck that. I'm a fucking humanitarian or something, whatever the fuck. God damn. This is fucked up. We're supposed to have human fucking rights. Fuck. Hashtag used to be the number sign. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but if you can't own property, that's a powerful psychological message. Got to pay rent to the government. Exactly. It's all psychological, you know. if your neighbor is working for fucking the last fucking 20 to 30 years to fucking pay for their home and their fancy truck, and they see you just over there fucking scraggling by, maybe your parents were fucking poor and you're poor and fucking shit, you didn't even graduate from high school, you went to some trade school and fucking they gave you a GED and fucking still to this day your fucking your name and number is on the fucking red line, not the green line. Like your neighbor probably has a social security number that falls on their side of the green line, so they get the loan, they get the fucking mortgage, they get fucking the nice job, they get accepted to be fucking like a politician or something. But the fucking poor ass broke person across the street, the neighbor's like, shit, I've been working for the last 30 fucking years to have the shit I have, and you're sitting over there living on my tax dollars? That's what the fuck the United States is. What, you're trying to live peacefully under a fucking bridge that I have to drive to work to every fucking day, and I have to see that garbage under there? You mean to tell me the county maintenance man is supposed to pick up after people's disposals isn't doing his job because he wants to make you look like you're more poor than fucking you is? You better get to fucking paying for that garbage removal, even though you ain't got a dime to fucking even fucking maybe not even get a fucking bite to eat. Oh, they have a dime. They have a bite to eat. Look at them. All they do is drugs all day. Tell that to the homeless vet. Okay? That their mind is so fucked up that they don't want to commute in fucking society no fucking longer. That all owning a home means is paying taxes after all they did was try to fight for fucking freedom in their mind. Why would a motherfucking Iraqi freedom motherfucking veteran come back to the United States and act like they want to pay for fucking taxes for their own home? Why? Never in the fucking sane mind would you want to pay for taxes for a home that you own when you went off to war to fight for fucking freedom. You wouldn't want it for yourself or your fucking neighbors. In fact, in your mind, you went off to war to fight for your neighbors' freedom. And you mean to tell me you have to come home and try to fucking pay all these taxes, watch your neighbors pay all these registrations for what? For freedom? What if I don't pay my taxes and my registration? I'm not a good human being, so I don't belong in the United States? My friends over on the other panel, the panel that I used to be fucking on almost every single day for the last 3 years up until when Donald Trump got elected this time. They want to kick my ass off. They wish they were never my fucking friend ever because fucking they want to fucking blindly fucking think that the United States is so much free. And I say, welcome to North Korea. That the United States is fucking the real North Korea. Oh, they can't have that. Oh, fuck, I can't do this today. Oh, everybody else in the chat. Man, people are dropping out of the chat because of you talking all that freedom shit. We're supposed to sit here and believe that we're in freedom. We're not supposed to sit here and talk about all the fucking shit that we're not in freedom. We're supposed to sit here and believe that the United States is just the fucking glorious country, the greatest country. I love that fucking part where Donald stupid Trump says he ended all of the wars. He's like, we ended all the wars that was happening right now. And then when he goes to try to fucking say what wars he ended, he says fucking, he says Albania instead of Armenia. He says Albania instead of Armenia, but he supposedly ended that fucking war. The fucking motherfucker and all the motherfucking bullshit motherfuckers that believe in his shit. Marijuana, for instance. I started smoking marijuana when I was 11 fucking years old. This shit was so illegal back in the 1990s that motherfucking a seed could get you almost life in prison in Texas. In Nevada, they sent like a 20-something-year-old into a high school in Fernley, Nevada to do a drug bust on people. Like they made this 20-something-year-old look like a fucking high school student and sent them into the fucking school to fucking find the people that were selling weed. Oh no. Fucking weed? Weed? What the fuck? And another on the opposite side of this, fucking they're talking about fentanyl. They're trying to make fucking laws. They're trying to say that fucking all these people are wrong, illegal aliens, fucking criminals and everything, bringing drugs into our country. No, motherfucker. The fucking they had before the Iraqi war, there was fucking mostly just heroin and everything. Now everybody does. Now everybody has fentanyl. Fentanyl was like a lab created fucking drug. Okay, it's grown in the fucking same lab that Fauci created your fucking COVID-19. I should say, because COVID is the name for the common cold. COVID is like the old name for the common cold that's been around since like, the name has been around since at least the 2020s or something, at least. But all of a sudden they started calling it COVID-19 and saying it was more, no, it's more than just, no, it's worse than, I remember when they were calling it COVID-19 to start, and then somebody looked at the back of a Lysol can and was like, wait a second, it says coronavirus right here on the Lysol can from 1983. This shit ain't new stuff. And then all of a sudden they had to change the name. They had to change the name so that they could fucking remain relevant. And then it went from like being coronavirus to fucking COVID-19 to fucking SARS-2, another variant of SARS-2. Now the fucking Democrats are looking at the Republicans as so fucking stupid now that Donald Trump is in fucking the presidency and he's fucking stupider than a fucking brick. And so basically the Democrats are saying, you see, look at him, he's so stupid, and he's saying that vaccines are the killer or whatever, give you fucking autism and shit. Fucking no, okay? Just because I think that Donald Trump is stupid as fuck doesn't mean I'm gonna fucking go taking me some vaccines tomorrow. Nope. Sorry, Democrats. Just because I think Donald Trump's a dumb fuck doesn't mean I'm gonna go fucking get my SARS vaccine. Fuck. Whose live was that? PU's? No. I'm not going to say whose live it is because I fucking like the dude whose live it was. I still like him and his wife. I can't fucking hardly stand any of the fucking stupid ass shitbags that come up on the motherfucking panel though. They're fucking retarded. Fuck. But the owner of the channel, he doesn't really like me either. I think he just says he likes me because he doesn't really like it when I start talking shit about people who fucking hold a flag and register their truck at the same time. It's like the flag is supposed to be the symbol of freedom, but then they go ahead and register all their property. When I say something like this, he gets kind of irritated, like, no, bro, you call me stupid? Basically, it's like, oh man, come on, bro. I thought that you were fucking one of the ones that was the intelligent ones. I mean, you are intelligent, but fuck, you obviously have a slight bit of fucking goddamn citizen in you. Love my country, love my freedoms. Fuck the cops. No, we don't need them. Yeah, right. Fuck. For one, love your country, love your freedom. What fucking freedom? Where? What fucking freedom? I'm not trying to be mean to you. I'm not trying to be bad to you. I'm not trying to hate you or anything. I'm trying to love you. I'm trying to ask you, what fucking freedom? What freedom? Yeah, exactly. That's funny, Corey Steele. Click like or I'll do something. Good fuck. I couldn't even imagine being somebody that's like, share, and subscribe. Fucking, you know, I do have my problems. I do need fucking help. I'm not fucking afraid to say it. I'm fucking 200 fucking and 30 fucking pounds. I got an all right sized arm. You know what I mean? I'm a fucking male. I fucking grow a healthy fucking beard. But I'm not afraid to tell you I fucking cry and I need fucking help. That I fucking love people and I have fucking empathy for others. Possibly even more empathy for others than I have for myself. Everyone in this chat is now guilty by association. Yeah, you guys must be some pretty good fucking people for sticking around this fucking hole here. Juggalasses. Yeah, I feel guilty to even get a license now. I know. After 15 years. But I care for a disabled mom and sister exactly. I know what's the matter you. You know, when I say things like fucking people that fucking they're flying an American flag, proud to be an American, but at the same time are paying their taxes and their fucking registrations, I'm not fucking hating. No, I'm not hating at all. It sounds like fucking it's pretty abrasive, but I'm fucking trying to fucking open the eyeballs. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter, you know. Obviously, the people that stick around to listen to me are the ones I don't even need to tell because you guys are probably the most freest motherfuckers in the heart that can be, you know. You guys are probably if there's real Americans, you guys are probably the ones, okay? I am not mad at you if you have to register something. I'm not mad at you how much taxes you pay. I'm not mad at you how many flags you have on your truck and at the same time have no tread on me stickers. I'm not really mad at you if you have a fucking blue line flag. I ain't really mad at you. But I'm not going to not tell you that you need to maybe stop. Maybe at least think about what you're doing here. I was diagnosed with mental problems in 3rd fucking grade. I actually actively have chronic illnesses that I can't change, not even with medication. Okay? So, the moral of that story is I'm supposed to be the one that's fucking like fucking mentally ill. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. That part hurts my fucking heart, you know? Hurts my fucking heart. The crime is having a different opinion. No, but Juggalasses, everybody's got an opinion, as well as everybody's got an asshole, right? You know what I mean? Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one, you know? But, you know, for those people that say that quote, let me let you in on something. If your opinion is causing you to be a fucking asshole, like, I mean, not a dumbass, but like a evil fucking hateful ass that's trying to fucking exclude people from society, yeah, you're a fucking asshole. Fuck. So you mean to tell me you're advocating for excluding people from society, but at the same fucking time, you're fucking telling everybody how cool of a Christian and loving you are, how you're a father of 2, and you're a husband, and how Christian and awesome you are? but at the same time advocating for the fucking exclusion of a certain group of people from society? Oh yeah, thanks, jerk. I'm not talking to you, by the way, Douglas. I was ranting right there. I was actually talking to Charlie the Jerk Kirk. Even though I think Charlie the Kirk is a jerk, I don't think that he should have got shot, like assassinated, you know? Fuck. Show me proof that he fucking chopped some innocent person's head off and fucking, you know, I'll advocate for him to go to the firing squad, but fucking I don't want him to get no fucking assassinated. Although the day that I fucking seen him that he got assassinated, I was like, fuck. Nobody else has to worry about doing it anymore. You know what I mean? But that's the same exact track of thought that I bet you a lot of people have about me. You know what I mean? Fuck. Just saying. I can't even go to my home because the county fucking has the keys. Oh, they love the keys so much. They're like, yeah, we got the keys to the whole town. They even got $50 bail for shooting at my brother. You know, they plotted to attack me. They wanted me to shut up and leave, but I was using my voice and I was standing in public and I was using my camera, but they were telling me shut up and leave. So when I didn't shut up and leave, and I didn't just shut up and leave, they got in a huddle and said, hey, what we're going to do is we're going to knock the cameras out of his hands. We're going to kick him in the nuts. We're going to knock the cameras out of his hands. And then we're going to attack him. When the cops come, we're going to tell the cops that he attacked us. So that was the plot that they did. And then they commenced to fucking acting out their plot that they just did. And then when they couldn't beat my ass, when I was fucking stomping when I only did defensive. I moved back. But when one of them touched me on the face, you bet your ass I touched them on the fucking face. When I hit the mother of the fucking group that fucking plotted to attack me and then started attacking me, when I punched her in the face, she punched me in the face twice. The first time she punched me in the face, I swung, but I missed. She was lucky I was missed by like maybe 3 inches. It was more like 1.5 inches to 2 inches I missed by. She got lucky as a fuck. But the second time she punched me, she was so fucking close and my eyes lit up. Not only I knew she was too close when she punched me that time, but she knew she was too close when she punched me that time. And when I fucking hit her, I fucking hit her harder than I hit her son-in-law. Okay? I made sure to punch that bitch as hard as I fucking could. But when it came to her son-in-law, I was just like, bop, 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 bop. You know, when I punched him a bunch of overhands in the face, he brought his hand up like this. So then I started with uppercuts under his fucking jaw. And then when that was too much for him, he brought his hand down like this. And then I went over the top for some more fucking rights to the forehead. I was fucking making him fucking feel like he couldn't breathe. He must have been drowning underwater. But now his mother-in-law, I didn't want to punch at all. I didn't want to punch any of them. I'm not the one that attacked them. They attacked me. They plotted to attack me, and then they started attacking me. I didn't want to punch a one of them. But when that woman motherfucking got too close, the first time she punched me, I fucking swung and I missed. The second time she fucking punched me, she never punched me a fucking again because she would never step in close enough to get punched by me ever a fucking again. Later on, when they couldn't beat my ass, there was 4 of them. There was the mother, the daughter, the son-in-law. Yeah, that was at start. Okay, so there's 3 of them at start. And then when those 3 couldn't beat my ass, they got on the phone and called up their son and told him to bring a gun. And he brought a Chrome 357. Okay, with a brown wooden hand, like it's a faux wood, you know, more than likely. It's probably a plastic, what looked like a wooden handle. Hey, maybe it might have been a real wooden handle, but it was a Chrome 357 with a brown handle. And he did bring it on his motorcycle. The video proves that. They didn't have a gun before the yellow motorcycle showed up with the little punk ass bitch on it. He brings up a backpack, and when he gets off his motorcycle, the video shows this. He gets off his motorcycle and drops his bag on the ground and then starts coming at me. So now him and his brother-in-law are sitting there trying to fucking fight me at the same time. And then the mother's in there a little bit. But then the son says, get my pistol out of my bag. Get my pistol out of my bag. And who runs for the fucking bag? His mother, his bitch ass, fucking ugly ass, fucking shit fucking face fucking mother. The bitch I fucking punched harder than I punched her son-in-law. Fuck, when that bitch connected that second time, she knew that she was too close. I fucking gave her a fucking right hook that she couldn't fucking believe. And the first thing she says is, he punched me. You goddamn right I punched you, bitch. You just plotted to attack me, kick me in the nuts, knock my cameras out of my hands, and then motherfucking attack me. And then when the cops got there, you guys were going to tell the cops that I attacked you. And that's exactly what you fucking did do until I showed the cops the video, right? And then your bitch ass went to jail. And what'd you get? A $50 fucking bail. She got bailed out for $50 fucking dollars. She had 7 gun-related felonies. That was due to evidence on the video and witness statements. She got charged with 7 gun-related felonies, and she got a $50 bail, a $24 fine. Okay? What did I get for using words in my camera and inconveniencing the public service agents? I had to be bailed out for somewhere around $2,500. Ask Chili. He helped bail me out. Yep. Good motherfucking man. God bless you. You know? Just saying. So the county gave her a $50 bail, proving bias. But I'm the fucking shit ass. I'm the motherfucker that needs to be stopped by them in their eyes. I even went about their fucking thing. I fucking asked them to stop that motherfucker I was protesting. I told them he was harassing me and threatening me. I had it on video of both fucking complaints. I have video of his harassment and I have video of him threatening me several occasions. That's called a course of conduct. But what do? They charge me with it. Red, white, and blue with 2 strong arms. For the record, huh? For the record. How you doing, for the record, by the way? Isn't the red, white, and blue a bunch of colonizers, for the record? Just asking. I was told that Four Corners called me a colonizer. You know what I've called Four Corners? Four Corners! Okay? I ain't called Four Corners nothing derogatory. I have much love for Four Corners. But I was told Four Corners called me a colonizer. Oh, God, because I was born in like fucking 1700s and I fucking colonized them. For one, I can't be a fucking colonizer, Four Corners. I'm not French. I'm not Spanish. Okay? The Spanish colonized. The French took it from the Spaniards. The English took it from the French. Okay? So if my family is colonizers, we colonized it from Europeans, not from natives. Okay? And by the way, Four Corners, my family heritage is Dutch and Irish. some Northumbrian and Scottish in there, okay? I'm not English. I'm not French. And I'm not Spanish, bro. I exactly, juggalasses. This is the comment I need to put for the record. By the way, I like for the record. I think he's does hella good, and I thank him for having Four Corners back. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this one in there for you, Four Corners, or not Four Corners, but for the record. There you go. There you go, for the record. I'll be that. I'll be that. Aho, Matakiasen! To all my relatives, peace and blessings to all my relatives. Thank you, for the record. By the way, I love you and Four Corners. Oh yeah, what's the matter, you? Those are basically all the ones I am, except for the Quacoodle. That's like a South American tribe, or what? I don't know if I've heard of Quacoodle. Is that a northwestern tribe? You know, the Irish, the Celts are tribal. They were a tribal people. For the record, is a man of surprisingly few words. Yeah, I know. I know that. He's a good guy. He's fucking handsome as shit. Fucking has fucking hell of a lot of popularity within the movement. Okay, what's the matter, you? William Arrow, oh, are you laughing at me because I said that for the record was handsome? Well, doesn't mean I'm like homosexual or anything, although that's not a problem. I'm just saying, I can understand, I can comprehend, handsome and beautiful. Not only is for the record beautiful in the fucking face and in the body, he's fucking beautiful in the mind and the spirit too. You know, he wouldn't be out there doing it if he didn't, you know, if it wasn't, you know. On top of it, he does more standing up for others than he does trying to, you know, like he's always out there for Four Corners. Sometimes you see Four Corners out there by himself, but you hardly see For the Record out there by himself. But you always see him out there with Four Corners because he's out there to have his back. No, he left before you said that. Oh, okay. My dad's friend had a pet bear in northern Utah. He lived somewhere off in the Uinta Mountains. He had a pet grizzly bear. Oh, you wish you had a pet beard? Yeah, it's not much of a pet. It's more of a tool. It's more of a spiritual implement. Some people can't even grow a beard, you know. Some people can grow a little bit of hair right here on their chin and some down their sideburns here, you know. But they mostly have to shave because it's just growing in all kind of scraggly. So it's kind of like what they would consider growing in all white trashy, you know. My beard doesn't get mistaken for white trash. My beard gets mistaken that people ask me how many camels I got parked outside, which is a compliment, you know. Yeah, they always ask me how many camels I got. When I had to go to court, they asked me if I had my camel parked in the parking lot, you know, which is a compliment for me, you know. I don't know about manly shit. You know, not the best man on earth could ask to grow a beard. You know what I mean? This has to just happen. You know, it's uh, it's something you can't just ask for from the creator. You know, you have to. You have to. It's been it's been blessed upon you. You know, my beard doesn't even grow in as full as I wish it would. You know, like press on. Shit, press on's beard is like as full as this part is right here, but not but fuller than this part. You see how the tip of my beard is not as full as the fucking part right here? You know? Oh, I know what's the matter with you. Yeah. A beard to you wouldn't be much of a blessing, would it? People think you're some kind of a cutter or something like that. You do that shit to yourself on purpose or something, you know. I feel sorry for you, what's the matter with you, but I mean I don't I mean it's pure empathy. It's not, you know, I'm not, you know, it's a powerful empathy, not a pussy ass empathy, is what I'm trying to say. I swear to God, I was fucking ever since I seen Kelly Thomas get stomped to death by those police officers. I remember the one fucking 250 pounder fucking was holding the other cop's shoulders so that he could use both feet to stomp on Kelly Thomas's torso. Um, the video evidence was at nighttime, like it was just before dusk when they started fucking with him. And then as they started beating his ass, it was fucking turning into dark, right? And the camera footage kind of goes, you know, between green and black, you know, because it's like a night vision camera type deal. For the record, me and you haven't very much talked that much. I've commented a couple times on your videos, and I comment to you on Four Corners videos, but we haven't really talked that much. But yeah, I would really appreciate it if you can buy around more often. Maybe not just to watch, but to share. Maybe if you don't even want to talk about the shit I'm talking about, you know, fucking um, yeah. By the way, for the record, um, those people over there, maybe not everybody on the fucking panel. Uh, I'm not speaking for everybody on the panel, but the one guy, the owner of the panel, he really loves Four Corners. Okay, just so that you guys know. That doesn't mean you guys have to be friends or anything. But just know that the hombre truly loves Four Corners. Just saying. Have a good night for the record. I appreciate you for coming over. By the way, I'm not a colonizer too. Before you leave, if you haven't left already, I'm inclusive. I'm not an exclusive. Yeah, you should. What's the matter, you? Yeah, most likely are. He's pretty popular. Yeah. This is a fucking hard movement that we're in. It's a hard assembly. We all have a YouTube channel, and we all have a problem or another, and we all need help and more help than others. So it's easy to look uncaring on this platform. That's why I always try to make sure that everybody is of the like mind, like things that aren't obviously always 2020 on a text. People can't feel our expressions through text, and it muddies the waters on our relationships, our friendships. But if we stay of like mind and keep fighting for the freedoms of not just ourselves, the beliefs that we only have for ourselves, but also the beliefs of others. That's hopefully where we keep going, and not, the algorithms. The algorithms, like if I have I'm subscribed to over 5,000 people, so 5,000 channels. So if I push the notification bell to black on all 5,000 channels, even though my notification bell is turned to black on all 5,000 channels, doesn't mean that the algorithm is still going to hide. I might be getting shown the notification for maybe 50 channels. That's not even 10% of 5,000, I don't believe. Maybe it is. It's 10%. Yeah, I believe it's 10% of 5,000. So basically, I'm only getting notifications for 10% of my over 5,000 subscribers. I mean, not my subscribers, the ones I'm subscribed to. I'm only subscribed to like 630 something, 640. But yeah, I'm subscribed to over 5,000. But that's not include that's including like dirt bike channels and do it yourself channels and fucking music channels. People who have podcasts and talk shows, panels that have panels like people's podcast, Eli's channel, all this shit. But yeah, I'm not getting the notifications for 5,000 channels. I'm only getting the notifications for about 50. That's pretty cool, Jugglasses. You're not going to post anything until you get to 500 subs, huh? I was on Facebook prior to YouTube. I always, when I was on Facebook, I was like, man, I'm never going to YouTube. But now that I'm on YouTube, I haven't been to my Facebook channel in so long that the last time I went to try to get on my Facebook channel, my password was changed and Facebook wouldn't send me my password to my email. Basically, I haven't been on Facebook since before Meta bought Facebook. I'm almost there, Jugglasses. 430 something, but 95% of them never come to new videos. Only and a few others. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, yeah, William L. Yeah, I put out a bunch of fucking videos before I even had. Well, shit. I think I had probably over 8 videos before I had over 25 subscribers. Um, but I only have 600 and something subscribers. 621 subscribers. So I've lost some subscribers. Yeah, which I expect to. I expect to lose a lot of subscribers now that like. It's funny when Joe Biden fucking was the president, I looked like I was some Trump supporter or something because I would always be fucking naturally talking some shit about fucking Joe Biden and all of the shit that America did while Joe Biden, any of the fucking foreign policies the United States made. We the people are not the United States. I don't give a fuck what we're supposed to be. We are not the United States. We, the people, are fucking separated from the United States. The United States does not represent us. They say they represent us, but they do not represent us. They do not represent us. If you try to call a state senator today, you might get a fucking you might get a hold of a fucking clerk, some fucking associate, some sort of a. It's not a clerk. They're called assistant of some sort. But yeah, they're assistant. You might get a hold of their assistant if you don't only get a fucking answering machine to tell you to leave your name and your number, and they'll call you back. It's like, no, motherfucker, I was supposed to have the right to remain silent. You're asking me to leave my name and number to you when I'm calling to complain, maybe not about you, but about the government. And you're the government, bro, and you're telling me to leave my name and number and you'll get back to me. It's like, fucking, how the fuck are you supposed to be my representative if you'll get back to me when I need you? What, tomorrow, hopefully? The next day? 2 weeks from now? Did you forget that I called? Representative. That's cool, Douglas. Damn. When I was a little boy, when I was a little boy, fucking, when I went to football camp, I got first or second. You know, my best friend, I considered him my best friend, but he didn't consider me his best friend. He was always better than me. His dad was our wrestling coach. Um, fuck, I got like first or second in pass, kick, and running, kicking, and throwing or whatever in the football camp. Uh, I was hell of an athlete. You know what I mean? I was a very good thrower. I had 2015 vision, so I had like above average vision. I have great depth perception. Um, fucking yeah. My friends, some of my personal friends, like if you ever went to my small little town and asked people about me, you might come across a lot of haters of me, but you might come across a couple of my friends. You might come across some of my friends that are now haters, even, or just said that they was my friend because they hung out in the same circle of friends as me or something, basically, right? But yeah, my friend had a 45 long Ruger. It was a Ruger Colt replica. It was a 45 long, and fucking I I put a bottle on the fucking tree. 100, 150 to 200. Well, no, it was more like 200 to 250 yards because my friends, they needed some goggles. They needed the binoculars, you know what I mean, to see the bottle. But I didn't need the binoculars to see the bottle. I could see the fucking bottle. You know, it was only very faint brown color Budweiser bottle off in the distance. Um, but with the 45 long, I would fucking aim right on the bottle with the open sights, and I would aim right on the bottle, and then I would bring the bottle up an inch, inch and a half, somewhere where my heart felt good, and then squeeze the trigger and pop the bottle. You know, I could basically stand 200 to 300 yards away from a house and knock on the front door, not directly on the door, but right next to the fucking door, on the door frame. I could, with a 45 long, I could knock on the door frame right at head height by aiming at, like, if you aim at the fucking, at 250 to 300 yards away from a front door, if you aim at the top of the door frame, you'll basically get them in the chest. Whoever answered the door, you know. But those are just, what do you call that word, that term? Not, that's figuratively speaking, you know what I mean? Like that's using worldly fucking objects as a reference to positions, you know, the positional reference. Oh yeah. Yeah, my channel was always about getting the evidence out. It's not necessarily to I don't need I was thinking that if I had a video of the public service agent standing in the public service office behind the glass, behind the counter, telling me or flipping me off like this, I figured my video would go viral. You know, I thought that the United States, I thought that we the people would fucking like be up in arms about it worse than me even. Like I thought maybe fucking, oh hell yeah, fucking I got a video of a fucking public service agent flipping me off from behind the public glass, fucking basically saying, here's your rights, here's your rights, here's your rights. You know, that's basically what the public service agent did to me, and I have that on video, right? But when I posted that, shit, let me see how many fucking likes that fucking video got. But I'm not just on here all the time saying, oh, like, share, and subscribe, fucking, you know. I should be, but that's just not. That's not what my channel was about. I'm not that type of person. I don't really give a shit about popularity. If the people don't fucking see what happened, they don't fucking see what happened. If the people don't care about what happened, the people don't fucking care about what happened. Let's see here. Where is this video? It's older than 2 years. No. Yeah, it's 3 years ago. From 3 years ago. The video's got 13 thumbs up. The video's got 13 thumbs up. My one about the compile threads. My video about the compile threads. Like, there's this video about the second threat he ever did. This thumbnail is from the first threat he ever did to me. But yeah, that's funny. Yeah, both of those videos, which contain that public service agent saying, here's your rights from inside the public office. You know, the part where it's supposed to be employees only, where you're not supposed to go beyond this point. There's a fucking plexiglass fucking partition separating you from your representatives, just in case they violate your rights. They don't want to get fucking ganked in the face. If the people was going to gank you in the face for violating our rights, we would have fucking done a bunch of shit a long time ago. But nobody fucking ganks you for violating the rights. You just keep on violating the rights and nobody's doing anything about it except for posting videos and complaining. So basically, you know that you got people's lives in your fucking hand. All you got to do is stomp, right? Down to 2 people fucking watching. It's what the algorithm says. Oh, I know, but everybody that watches fucking San Joaquin Valley, John Felix, James Freeman, Bao, Clash with Bao, Long Island Audit, fucking New Jersey Watcher, and Press NH Now, Bay Area Transparency, Chile, Delete Laws, Michael Eline, Carolina and Fort Worth, all those people that watch those channels, I'm subscribed to all those channels, and I comment on their fucking videos like religiously. You know, like I try not to go without watching a Carolina and Fort Worth video. I'll comment if I feel like I have to, but that's on most of the videos. The thing about it is fucking San Joaquin Valley's channel, shit, man, if I see he's live or that he's posted a video, shit, man, if I'm in the middle of a fucking video, I fucking tell myself, as soon as I get off this video, I need to go check San Joaquin Valley. You know? I'm sitting on there on a lot of his fucking videos commenting. Tons of people on his comment section saying hi, fucking leaving likes, all that shit. But all of a sudden, no likes, comments, or nothing, basically on mine. All the regulars, the hella good regulars of my channel, and basically they're not the regulars of my channel. They like my comments and the funny fucking insubordinate ways that I act. You know, basically I'm fucking insubordinate, and fucking people like that. You know, those are the real people. Those are the Jeff Hates Pigs and the Juggalassises, the William L's, fucking what's them out of use. You know, just saying. The Sly Shies, the fucking Gloria ADs. They're the ones. Yeah, now it says 4. Yep, it says 4 now. Awesome. You know, although right now I'm not really ranting and raving. I really want people to hear my rant and my raves. You know, fuck. Bay Area Transparency has a badass video out right now. He goes into this office and fucking, I think it's Concord, California. Okay. In California, it's called Concord. It's pronounced Concord. Concord, California. He went into the public office down there, and this lady acted all crazy. Fucking, she's acting all nice, like, oh, how can we help you today? Bear Transparency's like, oh, I don't need no help, you know, calmly. Then all of a sudden it's like, here we are, blah, 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 blah. She starts going off on her little spill like she's trying to help him and shit. And he's like, I said I don't need any help. I'm trying to narrate to my camera. You know what I mean? And then she does not stop. Basically, for the entire rest of the video, it's her fucking trying to interrupt his narration to his people on his fucking thing, which is probably in her private mind the right thing to do. But she doesn't realize she's a public service agent, not supposed to be exercising the whims of her private mind. She's supposed to have oath-bound duties. Once she performed that oath, she was supposed to drop her wants and whims in order to uphold the wants and whims of the people that she was supposed to serve by employment. We didn't ask her to get the fucking position. She went out and employed herself to the position. She went out and fucking asked for the position, and she got either elected or appointed. Public service agent. Public service is not a job. You don't get hired to be a public service agent. You get elected or appointed. They used to have honor, but like I showed the last time, I think there was 13, I believe. It's either, no, it's 30 years before 1913 is what it was. 30 years before 1913, they came up with this Pendleton Act. And the Pendleton Act was when they started treating public service as a career or a profession. And public service was never supposed to be a profession. I know a lot of the people think it's a profession, act like it's a profession, believe it's a profession. It's not a profession. Never was. The Pendleton Act is against our right to equal protection under the law. We're supposed to have a right to checks and balances. We are supposed to be able to petition our representative to terminate the bad actors from their position. The Department of Justice is supposed to have these ethics enforcement officers, is what they're called. And the Department of Justice is supposed to have ethics enforcement officials or officers or ethics enforcement, something like that, okay? You can find it in 5 CFR 2635.101. It leads you to, it mentions the ethics agents that are supposed to uphold the ethical policies. But anyways, we're supposed to have representatives that we're supposed to be able to petition, and we're supposed to grieve to these representatives. We're supposed to tell them our grievances. And we're over there supposed to be going into public buildings, grieving our grievances to the public service agents, which is a protest, basically. We're protesting a public service agent. It's like we're tricked into calling it a complaint, you know what I mean? But it's really a protest. It's not a complaint. We're protesting our public service employees. We're grieving to our government to our representatives. We're telling them who violated our rights and who is acting for private gain and not for the sole gain of us and our neighbors. And then the government they have a duty, an obligated duty. It's not they can't say, you know what, I don't get paid for that, or you're not my boss. The chief back of the station's my boss. You don't pay my salary. I don't get paid enough for that. When fucking Uvalde's happening and the parents want to go in because the cops won't, we can't let you in there. We can't let you in there. They are not supposed to act like that. No, they are not supposed to be acting for that private gain. They are not supposed to be saying about complaints. No, that's a protest. We're not complaining. We're protesting. They're here. They're supposed to hear our grievance under protest, and then they're supposed to make our grievance. They're supposed to redress whatever's happening to us into a form where we can be made whole. Okay, say you're standing in the yard and you're just maybe you're a 19-year-old. I would say a child, but a lot of people, I'd have to sit there and explain to them how children have rights, because a lot of people in the world think that children don't have rights. which is false. And the thing about it is, say you're a 19-year-old and you're standing in the front yard and a cop comes asking questions and your mom gives the cop a little extra lip and your mom's like, no, fuck you, you dirty pig. And all of a sudden the cop grabs a hold of your mom. You're 19. The cop grabs a hold of your mom and stomps the shit out of her right there, slams her down like fucking old fucking Kruger slammed Carolina. Okay? Right in front of you. But you know through past experiences that the cops are so bullish and so fucking got so much bravado that if you even try to protect your mom against a cop who's actually breaking the law because all your mom did was call him a fucking pig and kind of not listen to what he was trying to tell her, that cop grabs your mom, slams her down in her own front yard, and all you can do is sit there and watch it because you can't fucking protect your mom, otherwise you get in trouble. We're supposed to be able to take that protest to the public service agents and say, hey, look, I got it on video where this cop, all my mom did was call him a dirty, rotten pig, and here he is slamming the fuck out of her into the pavement head first. Here she's agonal breathing. As soon as we take that protest to the fucking public service agent that was supposed to fucking redress that shit, which would be like maybe their chief of police or some shit, especially when it comes to that Kruger fucking piece of shit. That the higher up is supposed to, whether it be the county commissioner, whether it be the town commissioner, whether it be the manager, the town manager, you know, they call him city manager or like fucking the county manager, whoever it is that's supposed to shit can that Officer Kruger needs to shit can that Officer Kruger for Carolina and her neighbors' sole benefit and best interest. I don't give a shit if Kruger has a family and he has immunity or Carolina calls it slamming down, but what he was doing was just placing her under arrest, and that was the outcome of the placing under arrest or whatever fucking excuse. No. That's a fucking conflict of interest, whether actual or apparent. Like if fucking Carolina fucking claimed that fucking Officer Kruger raped her, but all we have is a video of Officer Kruger slamming her face first into the pavement, the actual complaint would be that he slammed her face first into the pavement, but the fucking apparent claim would be that he raped her. Because we don't have any proof that he ever raped her or whatever. That's not even the accusation, but I'm just saying. Even apparently, even if the complaint or even if the protest is even apparent based on apparent fucking actions, that public service agent is supposed to be redressed, re-signed, retrained, or terminated, depending on the fucking badness. So I don't give a fucking shit if they fucking charge Officer Kruger with crimes or not. I mean, he should be charged with crimes. The only thing is, though, is even if they can't charge him with a crime, they have to terminate him. He created a conflict of interest between his private and pecuniary duties. He fucking slammed my friend Carolina on the fucking pavement. I've never met Carolina. I've hardly talked to her, maybe in some comment sections and some live chats. But I'll call her a friend. I'll call her, if I was such a fucking slave, I'd call her my fellow American. If I was a gang member, I'd say, what's up, Chola? You know? Hola, Chola. You know? If I was a Hell's Angel, I'd be like, you know, something to my fucking friend's fucking old lady. You know what I mean? But what it is Officer Kruger created a conflict of interest. He didn't only slam Carolina Fort Worth on the fucking pavement face first, making her snore. Okay? Highly uncalled for. I don't give a fuck what immunity you fucking claim, you little bitch ass fucking cop. But anyways, fucking uh he created a conflict of interest between Carolina and all of her friends, all of her neighbors, anybody that cares about her, anybody who witnessed it and cared about her. No matter how many shitbags are okay in Officer Kruger's actions who saw the video, the fucking government in that local area where Officer Kruger is employed has a duty, an obligated duty. They can't say, I don't want to. I like Officer Kruger. He's been a good officer for 20 years. Yeah, the citizens are complaining about police brutality about him, but we find him to be an outstanding officer. We promoted him like 5 times. He's got Employee of the Month, Officer of the Week. I don't want to shit can Officer Kruger just because he slammed Carolina. Carolina's not my friend. Officer Kruger's my friend. Officer Kruger's my brother in blue. He's got immunity. I'm the chief of police. I did some internal investigation, and I found that Officer Kruger was following off, company policy. He told her to go stand across the road, and as soon as she opened her mouth to say one more thing back, Officer Kruger placed her under arrest. Forget about any reasonable time. It was his discretion. All of these are excuses to fucking let Officer Kruger take Carolina by the arm and slam her face first into the pavement. Almost killing her. Yeah, almost killing her. Carolina was attempted murder. Yeah, she was. If you mean the school I would have gone in, I know what them pops are. Yeah, exactly, William L. But yeah, no, he's talking about Carolina and Fort Worth. Sorry, I was saying Carolina, which had Jugglasses saying Carolina, and she's Carolina in Fort Worth. That's her video. That's her channel. But yeah. Oh, what's the matter, you? Sorry, I was reading Jugglasses. Sorry, I got dyslexia, guys. Fuck. I was reading Jugglasses. I fully believe you have rights. Cops have duties. Would go in as well if in that position. Hearing those, knowing what they meant. Oh shit! Fuck. I would tell you right now, damn right I'll go in there, right? Just like a lot of those parents that got kept back from going in there. But some of those parents that tried to go in there, they would go the fuck in there. They would have gone the fuck in there. Bare hands and all against AR-15s and shit. Okay? People act like this shit is just a fucking joke. Like fucking a high-powered, a lot of people saw a high-powered rifle's bullet pierced their great white American hero Hope, and they're like, oh my god. A lot of those people that saw that guy get popped like a bunny never even fucking seen a fucking person get popped like a bunny before in their entire fucking life. That was the first time they've ever seen an animal, let alone a human being, get popped like a bunny. A lot of them. Okay. Well, not all of us have daddies, and not all of our daddies took us out hunting when we were a child, instilled the fucking want to hunt in us. A lot of us, not all of us even have the want to hunt and see an animal get popped, let alone pull the trigger on an animal to pop it. Okay. So yeah, a lot of this shit was new to a lot of people, but there's a lot of Americans that talk hella tough. Well, anyways, those parents in Uvalde, a lot of them got held back by cops. I saw that one brunette lady. She was a shorter brunette lady. Shit. She wished, I bet you at that moment when she heard the fucking gunshots going off and she fucking knew her child was in that fucking place, I bet you she wishes she could have turned into the Juggernaut off of the Marvel comics and just fucking shoved 3 of those cops out of the way, fucking stomping on the one that was trying to hold her back from saving her child. You know. But now to tell you what's the matter, you, yes, I would definitely go in. Not even for my own child. If I even thought that fucking one child, neighbor's kid, fucking homeless person's kid down the street, that fucking his son's mom fucking got the custody of the child, so he went homeless because, you know, why participate in a world where fucking legal action can take away your child and fucking make you beg, you know? If you have to ask to see your child, there's a big chance that that child's not yours, even if you're blood. There's a couple legalities out here that can say that that law is null and void, that you might be blood relative to that child, but you don't get to say them because the judge says so. Well, anyways, yeah. Yep, I would fucking go in for a homeless person's child that fucking he lost custody of his child fucking 6 years ago. I would be going into that school for that child. Whether the cops would let me and whether I was powerful enough to fucking go through a blockade of cops, that'd be a whole nother story. What's the matter, you? I would be trying. Now, if I got in there, like if I saw like a group of parents fucking trying to get in, and I noticed that there was a group of cops over here paying attention to the scuffle between the parents and the cops, and there was a little gap opening over here where I could fucking kind of make a fucking sprint run 30 yards this way and then back for the door, gaining entry into the school and fucking then fucking make my way to wherever those sounds were popping. That would be my instinctual fucking thought process in the moment. You know what I mean? I'd be like, okay, those cops are bothered by that group of people over there. Boom, try to run as fast as I could, try to get in there somehow. You see what I'm saying? Find a way around the back, climb up on the fucking roof and then go through the ceiling. might take 40 years and you need a grinder and a sawzall to do it. Yeah, that's the sad part about life, is that fucking there's a lot of shit happening right now, and some people don't even see it. Some people see it and don't even have the empathy for it. And some people are so fucking mad that they make jokes about the fucking shit. You know what I mean? And then that happens on both sides of whatever both sides are, you know? That's right. I have no children. I wouldn't hesitate long enough to think about it. Give me a shield, pew pew, and don't. I'm going. Yeah, I'll go in there with no gun. Yeah, I would understand that there was casualties already happening. I would go in there understanding fully well that I can't save everybody. I would listen for where the POWs were coming from. And if I heard the POWs in the distance down the hallway, I would keep my body close to the wall and move towards the sound. And then if the guy came out of the out into the hallway, if I was close enough, I would practice the ABCs of a fight. Okay, if you're close enough to grab them, they can grab you. Okay, so if you're far enough to run, you might not be far enough to get away. So you might have to either choose to run or fight. But if you're far enough to run and definitely get away, you run, right? So basically, if I was in number A, where I had my hands to get my hands on him, I would focus on the gun I would focus on the weapon before his punches or anything. I would focus on disarmament, and then I would just I would wrap the fuck up on that shit. The arm holding the weapon itself, if the weapon was big enough. When the weapon's a baseball bat, the smarter person jabs with the baseball bat, but most people go to swing. And when you swing, you bring your arms back like this. So as soon as they move the fucking object back like this, you fucking pounce on those fucking arms, and all you fucking give a fucking shit about is those arms. You know, whether you have to secure a wrist, break the fucking wrist, break the weapon from the grip, fucking snap an elbow in a Kimura, fucking. And when you fucking go to do the Kimura, it's not like fucking in the UFC where you're like waiting for them to tap out. No, it's like fucking, you know, people are like, whoa, bro, did you need the sound effects? It's like, I didn't give a fuck about the sound effects. I snapped that motherfucker's arm so fucking quick, I couldn't even think about it. You know what I mean? But now if I was coming down the hallway and I heard the shots off in the distance and fucking I seen the door open and the guy coming out into the hallway, and I was far enough back to like run down a different hallway, I would run for the time being. I would listen for something to happen again, and then I would try to get close again while they were distracted. My whole goal would be getting within that fucking striking distance to where I could fucking go for the control of the weapon and the disarmament, and then whether I was forced to make them cease to exist or whether I was fucking forced to just detain them would happen from there. But after I did detain one, I would always keep my eye out for another. You don't know whether or not they have accomplices. All that shit, you have to fucking be highly mindful of all these things. This is the part where fighting is 10% physical and 90% mental, you know? And a lot of the times in a fight, you have to be mental, you know? Like mental to the point of fucking getting your arm broken and still fucking not giving a shit. Maybe even if you see your bone sticking out, protruding out through your fucking wrist area, that you start using your fucking protruded bone as a stabbing device, going through the soft points of the neck. You know what I mean? Exactly. And if I did get caught trying to go for that control, and I did get caught trying to go for that saving of those children, and I did lose my fucking life, my dirtbag ain't around here to fucking tell you guys about it. I'm off into fucking outer space, out into the nature's gone with the fucking wind, fucking dust in the wind, fucking a remembrance, a thought, maybe not even a remembrance, maybe just a fart in the wind. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah, you're good with that, huh? You'll be able to you're trying to mentally prepare yourself that you might have to stab somebody with your broken bone who's attacking you or your neighbor. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to sit around and watch your neighbor get stomped. I know a lot of people are like, "Hey man, don't jump in. That's 2 against 1." But I'm telling you right now, you don't have to sit around and watch your neighbor get stomped. But you're not supposed to go defending your neighbor to the point where both you and your neighbor are now stomping that person. You're supposed to do it to a point of defense where once you got the person subdued, you fucking basically take control of the situation, and however you can make that situation have control without having to, escalate any further is the best way to go about it, Oh yeah, 3 chats in a row, huh? Yeah. No, we're probably all guilty by YouTube, and you know, I've been on the FBI watch list, and it's been on the FBI watch list way back when fucking before when, like 2012, just for being on that fucking cop block on Facebook, uh, just for speaking out for others, just for using my automobile. When I used my automobile in the state of Nevada from 2015 to 2023 with no license, registration, and insurance. And you better believe your fucking ass that the fucking government, not just the local government, not just Churchill County or Nye County or Washoe County. No, the state of Nevada knew about my ass and my friends' asses. And not only them, but the fucking local FBI and probably the federal government beyond that. Oh, there's a group of people using their automobiles with no fucking license, registration, and insurance in Nevada. They were so fucking pissed off. In 2010, I won a case for driving without in Nye County. I used the state of Nevada's own statute to win the case. In Nevada, you can ride on the road unregistered for up to 2 miles at any given point from one dirt road to another dirt road. It's all public land, and there's recreational vehicles everywhere. It's supposed to be like that. It's wanted to be like that. The people want it that way. The people want Nevada to be public. The people do not want China buying Nevada. The people do not want fucking the United States government to appropriate Nevada. They don't want it. It's like what fucking Four Corners would call colonization, only the United States Navy is the one colonizing. Okay? The people of Nevada want 85% of Nevada to stay public. Just so you know, if any of you live in Nevada or don't live in Nevada, that's what people that live in Nevada want. At Nevada, whichever one. The normal everyday teaching is that we've all been taught to say in. I live in Nevada. When you're not supposed to live in anything but your body. And those fucking Nevada, the agency known as Nevada shouldn't be forcing you to say you live in Nevada. Not even reside in Nevada. It should not be forcing you to claim to reside in Nevada. Fuck. You have the right to live in your own body. Everything else is their belief, not your belief. But other people will be like, man, this guy's a soft shit. He believes he gets to live in his own body and that he's not in Nevada. Well, fuck, there's a geological area known as Nevada, and then there's an agency known as Nevada. So which one am I actually living in? The geographical area known as Nevada or the agency known as Nevada? You tell me. That's why we have to have this jurisdictional challenge right now. That's why we have to have this jurisdictional conversation right now. That doesn't make me a soft sit. That makes me a learned individual trying to find out what contract you're trying to force me under, or do I have consent? Which is it, Judge? Your Honor or Justice of the Peace? Do I have consent or am I your slave? That I live in your agency? No, I don't. When I was in third grade, I had to go for a whole year for 1 hour a day to speech therapy class. What's the matter with you? I probably told you that already. You probably already know this. But yeah, I had a speech impediment when I was born. And I used to talk like, wait till one down the road. Hello, Hello. You know, when I was a kid, my sister's name was Rachel, but when I tried to say Rachel, it came out like Ocho, Ocho, Ocho. So then my family nicknamed my sister Ochi because they thought I was saying Ochi, but I was really saying Rachel. But it just came out as Ocho, Ocho. You know what I mean? Fuck. I'm not anybody fucking special. Fuck. Jesus. I'm not special. I'm not perfect. I do have a big heart and I do care about people. I do have empathy. I want the world to be a better place. I know I can't make the world a better place, but I can at least try a little bit. But I don't know if I'm a hero. I'm not. I mean, I will go in guns blazing and all that stuff if I had to. Like what Samantha says, um, the thing about it is that a bunch of children in a fucking building getting fucking popped off like fucking sitting ducks in a fucking classroom that they're supposed to be in, that they didn't really even ask to be in. They'd rather be home watching cartoons and fucking playing with their parents. No, I can't just sit back and listen to that shit or think about that shit. No, you know, I might not be able to think about my own self at that point. I'd probably die that day. Uh, your funny voices crack me up. I have a lot of different funny voices. Um, yeah, I used to want to be like Robin Williams when I was a little kid. I used to want to be able to fucking make my voice do a bunch of things. I could have if I would have fucking practiced my entire life, but there was other things that were more important than being like Robin Williams and the voices. You know, it's like called mimicking or whatever. Some people call it mocking. I'm really good at mocking. I'm not as good at mimicking. uh, my wife calls me a little brother. I'm like everybody's little brother because I can fucking annoy anyone. I don't give a shit if you're my best friend, my worst enemy, somewhere in between. I can annoy the fucking piss out of you. And a lot of the times I might even be trying. You know what I mean? Like, I might not even be malicious. I might just be trying to fucking get up, you know, get a rise out you, you know? But yep, I can fucking annoy anyone. That's what my wife says, you know, just to let you know. We're not even married, okay? You know, in our hearts we're married. Like we have even had the whole satanic ritual, you know, but I did that shit for my wife, you know. I didn't do that shit for me. I mean, I really care about it, you know, like as much as you're supposed to care about it, like as much as a human being is taught that we're supposed to care about these things, I really do care about it, like from the heart or whatever. But yeah, I'm trolling. I'm trolling myself. I couldn't live with myself. Let me see. The last is KKKR, and I have been video documenting the censored green. You know what I mean? Yeah, 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 yeah. Dang, yeah. Annoy anyone? Yes, annoy anyone. Yep, annoy anyone. I can annoy the fuck out of anyone, and a lot of times I'm not even trying. Sometimes I am trying, like I said, like trying to bust somebody's balls, get a rise out of them, and everything. Um, yeah. Shit, when I was a little kid in Elko, Nevada, I got in fights. Fuck, almost every fucking day, Jack. Yep. Shit. over 500 of those motherfuckers without counting, without being able to count the number. You know what I mean? First time I moved to the town, I was 7. First time I got in a fight, I was 7. First time I fucking basically got jumped by a whole group of people, I was 7. Um, First time I was ever in a fist fight, I was in a fist fight with this kid, Gabriel Perez, and me and him became friends after that. Much love for that guy. But when we took each other down to the ground, all of a sudden I started getting kicked and punched by everybody in the crowd. That was my very first fight. But instead of focusing on everybody in the crowd, I just kept focusing on him, and um, I gained a lot of respect by people. That was basically my first year in school. Um, Really, my first year around that many boys and everything, because I got born on a farm in Utah, and I mean, fucking out in the fields. My neighbor was fucking a whole couple fields across the way, and I didn't. I don't think they had a boy. The nearest boy in my on my road was 2 neighbors down, so 2 double sets of fields down, and he was like 2 or 3 years older than me. Didn't even really like hanging out with me. I was like 5 years old, and he was like maybe 8. You know, yeah, 8 or 9. Could have been even old. Could have been even older than that. Shit. My best friend from the time I was like 3 years old to the time I was 7 years old was a teenager, and the only reason why he was my best friend is because I got babysitted by his mom, and he was like 16 to 19. 16 to well, he was probably like 13 to 19, somewhere in there. And yeah, he would his mom would have him take me out in the front yard and play catch, like with the football and everything. Joe Montana was going up against John Elway uh, about that time. Denver Broncos against San Francisco 49ers around that time. It was funny because naturally I was a little boy. I liked John Elway, so I liked the Denver Broncos. But my best friend that was older than me liked Joe Montana and the 49ers. And his team actually even won. And he used to hella tell me, you like John Elway and the Denver Broncos, and he was like that much older than me. It was fun. It was hella fun. You know. I thought you were gonna say I thought you were gonna say 8 still 7. No, I was 7 when I moved away from Utah and I moved out to Nevada. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Mother Teresa is known as like the most peaceful person in the whole world, but she wasn't perfect, obviously. Oh, what's the matter, you? What did you think I was gonna say it again? About again? Oh, that's cool. I lost on the Broncos like blank years in a row back then. Shit, you were like old enough to bet on the Broncos back then? I was like 3, 4, and 5, in between that time. First time I ever got in a fight, yeah, I was 7 or 8. I was 7 or 8. I just moved to Elko. Never been in a fist fight before. Asked to go out on the meet me on the playground after school, type of deal. Cleveland Browns are badass. You know, Cleveland Browns are badass. I had a lot of teams I liked when I was a kid. Like I've never had one team, but my one team is the Jets, right? New York Jets. But I never had really one team, like, because I really thought the Cleveland Browns back in the not the Cleveland Browns, but the Cincinnati Bengals. I really thought the Cincinnati Bengals was a badass team in the '80s, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fuck, man, they've always been known for being stronger than shit. Same with the Cleveland Browns. I mean, the Browns, they were not known for being organized or the best team ever, but man, they were always known for trying hard as they fucking can. You know, um, smash football. Um, the Browns came from Baltimore, and or Baltimore was the Browns. So that's how Baltimore became so smashed, you know. But yeah, Denver Broncos wasn't ever hardly known for being smash football. They were known for being precision. They had like good. They looked for good quarterbacks and good defensive linebackers type of deal. Yeah. I never really liked the Miami Dolphins. I never liked the Jaguars. I've never liked the Panthers. I've never liked the Buccaneers. I've never liked the Patriots. I've never liked the Giants. Uh, I've never liked the Seahawks. Um, I never liked the Texans. I never liked the Oilers. I never liked the Redskins. I never liked uh, which one? Which other ones? Oh, the Cardinals. I've never really liked the Cardinals. Um, let's see here. There's a couple other teams I've never really liked. The Indianapolis Colts. I never really liked the Indianapolis Colts. Yeah, Boomer Esiason. Did you like him? That was my favorite quarterback of the '80s. Was Boomer Esiason. Even though I liked John Elway and the Denver Broncos, my favorite quarterback was Boomer Esiason. My second favorite quarterback was Warren Moon, and then John Elway. Joe Montana was always like my maybe fifth, maybe seventh favorite quarterback. I really like Dan Marino, even though I really never liked the Dolphins. Dan Marino was fucking badass, you know. Icky Woods. I can't remember how you spelled his name. Yeah, Yeah. I always wanted to be a running back. Um, I wanted to go to the University of Michigan. Um, I wanted to go to Michigan, Michigan State is what I wanted to go to. Michigan State, not the University of Michigan. No, Michigan State. Uh, yeah, just Michigan. That's the college I wanted to go to. Not only did I like their football team, but I wanted to be a paleontologist. Even though nowadays I freaking don't even freaking hardly believe in most dinosaurs. I think they're all a bunch of constructed creatures. But a lot of them aren't constructed creatures. Like fucking some people with the belief that dinosaurs weren't real uh, only believe that because they're like hardcore Christians. But that's not why I believe the dinosaurs aren't real. I'm not. I don't believe dinosaurs aren't real because hardcore Christianity. I believe dinosaurs aren't real because all the fucking dinosaur bones in the fucking museums are casts. They're not even real. Uh, but I have seen uh, tri- like troglodyte fossils and um, ichthyosaur fossils. You know, Kevin Mack for the Browns. That's badass. I only knew how. I mean, I was a little child in the '80s. I was born in '82. Basically, '86 I was 4. '88 I was 8. I mean 6. '89 I was 7. That was when I moved over to Nevada. So basically, yeah, I I know Dan Marino, John Elway, Joe Montana, um, Boomer Esiason, Warren Moon. Which other ones from the '80s? Dan Marino, um, freaking Terry Bradshaw. Let's see. Um, but Terry Bradshaw was more '70s. Same with what's his name? Fucking uh, what's his name? Why can't I fucking think of his name? Most famous quarterback of all time for the Jets. Uh, he was around. He stopped being a quarterback somewhere around the early '80s. Um, always wore a fur coat. He was a badass. My dyslexia makes me not want to be able to say his name, even though I can see it. Yeah, I think it's past my bedtime. 68. William, was dirt invented yet back then? I was born in '76. Yeah, that's like me being born in '82. I wonder if dirt was invented in '67. You know, I've read about the uh, Ethics in Government Act of 1978, but could I tell you who wrote it? Oh, hell no. All right, I'm going to take off, you guys. You guys have talked to me into like some sort of a happy go lucky good spirits. And I really came up here to rant and rave. You know what I mean? So I'm just about done of ranting and raving and living for the day. I wasn't listening for a second. I was laughing. Yeah, yeah. You know, have a good one.